Welcome back to another episode of the Fearless Innovator podcast. From Cubicles to Cash Flow is for everyone wanting to start their real estate adventure while you're working at your job and the desire to earn cash flow on the side using real estate. Follow me as I take you on a journey of how I went from sitting in a cubicle for 25 years to investing in real estate and earning cash flow. You will learn from my mistakes and share in my rewards. I'm Mechiel Kopaska, and I'm the host of the Fearless Innovator podcast. I've been investing in real estate since 2000, and I might just know a little bit about quitting your job and becoming a full-time real estate investor. If I can help you with your real estate adventure, please reach out to me or give me feedback from my show at info@fearlessinnovator.com.
For a full transcript of this episode, go to fearlessinnovator.com.
Depending on who you are, what you're looking for, or where you're going, prior reviews of a property or experience really matter. I'm Mechiel Kopaska, host of the Fearless Innovator podcast, and that's what we're going to talk about today is I love bad reviews. Call me weird, I don't care, but maybe you'll see the value too. I'm not going to focus on how to write a good or bad review. I'm more interested in what you learn from the bad ones. Let's face it, it is most rewarding when you get the awesome reviews, but people tend to write more about their negative experiences rather than their positive ones. Although I think people are doing better these days. The bad reviews keep you honest. But I challenge everyone that has a short-term rental or an RV park to read the negative reviews because it's teaching you what you need to do to improve. And that value alone could be worth money in your pocket, but only if you choose to make the changes. It's sad when I go back and read the same bad reviews over and over again because an owner didn't make the necessary changes to get the good review. Good review equal cha-ching, more visitors. I had a review once at my short-term rental where a guy said my cat shit on his car. Well, I guess not everyone knows that cats bury their poop. Clearly, I knew he was lying. I even had my security team review all of the footage. And I knew I couldn't fix ignorance. And besides, I knew he was mad because I charged him for the extra guests that he did not register simply because he didn't read the house rules. I don't care where you go, there are always rules. If you go to Disney, there are rules. If you go drive a NASCAR, there are rules. Shoot, drive any car, there are rules. One bad review didn't kill me. It made me stronger and more determined. I read another review from an RV park where a guest was extremely pissed. Those were his words. That upon arrival, he quickly learned that there was a gun club next door because of all the shooting noise. If he had done his homework prior to arriving at the park, which I encourage everyone to do, he would have learned that the RV park was actually there since 1940, way before the gun club was. My question is, how can you hold an RV park owner accountable for something they had nothing to do with, nor can they even fix it? And you're easily offended by gun noise. By the way, this is mainly an overnight park. Like I mentioned in my last episode 47, the differences between destination and overnight parks. Today, we have to plan our RV trips well in advance and do the research to know exactly where you're going and what the area has to offer. I could see if this guy was at Fort Wilderness in Orlando and heard gun noise, that would be very suspicious. But dude, you were in the Midwest where practically everyone outside the city owns a gun. And yes, they practice. Here's another actual review. On our third day here, while we were away from the campground from 2 p.m. to 8:30 p.m., we had an item stolen from our campsite. This is the first time this has ever occurred at any campsite we have ever been to. Can't wait to leave. How do you fix that? First time it ever happened. Does the owner now have to hire a security team? No. I would update the terms in the contract to include a clause that says not responsible for lost or stolen items, which is customary everywhere you go. In general, RV parks are safe and have very little crime reported. I read about this one a lot, and that's the cancellation policy. Here is a clear warning to everyone. You must read the cancellation policy. Most of the cancellation policies are relatively strict and limit the ability to get a partial or any refund at all, even under extreme circumstances. But here's the deal. If the RV park or short-term rental is hiding their cancellation policy from their website, then you may have a claim. But if it is clearly defined and in public view, the responsibility lies upon you. Not that I want to encourage you to continue to write bad reviews, but you are all clearly telling me what kind of amenities you like and dislike in RV parks, what kind of activities you like, what you like about the location, what you like to do in the area, etc. So keep writing them. If you go to TripAdvisor, they have 4 categories that you get to score a facility on: location, cleanliness, service, and value. Reading the good reviews, I've learned that you love clean bathrooms, the distance it is to walk to the dumpster or the laundry facilities, and friendly people in the office with smiles. Oh, and your Wi-Fi, of course. The good reviews also share that there are amenities like shuffleboard, cornhole, pickleball, bocce ball, a community fire ring, heated pool, and scheduled activities. Did you catch the pickleball? If you recall in my previous episodes, I've mentioned to you that I have yet to see anyone playing pickleball. I was just at another park over the weekend, and while they offer pickleball, no one was playing. And to that end, the reviews that I read are people talking about all of the amenities, but I have yet to read one where it might say, we played in a cornhole competition and I won first prize. Or perhaps the pickleball court was perfectly located under some trees and we didn't sweat to death while playing. You all talk about the amenities, but are you actually participating? My takeaway is you're still not going to get a $100,000 pickleball court at my park unless you can prove me wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'll even join you in a game. But I'll warn you, I am really super competitive. Okay, so what's wrong with this picture? Here is another actual review from an RV park customer. Our first stay was disappointing. We hadn't planned to stop here, but due to a delay in Tampa, we found ourselves racing sundown and decided to stop. No one was around to assist. Office closed. Flyer said to choose a spot and pay in the office in the morning. We literally pulled in at sunset, did not hook up water or sewer, only electric for lights and a furnace blower. Tried to sleep through the loud noise, and we were ready to leave long before the office opened. We were eager to be on our way, but waited for the office to open. Since buying our RV, we have traveled this country more than we've stayed at home, and the only place we recall being more expensive was Yellowstone. For a little bit of electricity and a parking spot, we paid $62 this morning. Never again. This place is simply not worth it. Sites are small, area is noisy, and way overpriced. The park they decided to stop at was a combination between a destination park and an overnight park. It was a destination because of the amenities it offered and its closeness to everything Florida. It was an overnight park due to its proximity to the interstate. Do your homework before staying. That way you are not disappointed with no one to assist you at check-in, loud noise, or you're not upset about the price point. Food for thought. Why didn't you use the water and septic? You paid for it. I have another takeaway from this example, but I'm not ready to let that kitty out of the bag until I get my park. Please keep writing those reviews because I'm taking notes so that when I get my park, I should have the most of your issues resolved before I even open the park. It's not likely that all negative reviews will go away. Shoot, even Fort Wilderness gets their share of negative comments. I'm Mechiel Kopaska of the Fearless Innovator podcast, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for listening today. I hope you enjoyed the show. If I can help you invest in your future, reach out to me at fearlessinnovator.com. Catch me later.